Hey everyone, today I'm out doing some container maintenance, and so I thought I would share what I do for my ferns. I have never been able to keep ferns until last year. I really did a lot of research on them and I tried a bunch of different things, and so now I have big beautiful ferns, and these are not even at the end of the season yet, number one, and they are not even as big as the ones that I got last year. These I actually got really early this year, and we had some unseasonably cold weather, and I actually had to rehab that one a little bit. These are just Boston Ferns from Lowe's, just those $10, $11 ferns. They come really small in the beginning of the season. So there's a couple things that I do to maintain these ferns. So the first thing that I did was I take them out of the pots that they come in from Lowe's, and I transplant them into these containers. And these are self-watering containers, kind of. So they have a reservoir on the bottom. I actually got them from Target last year. I think they still have them this year, but they have a reservoir on the bottom. And so how it works is basically I don't have to water them but every 3 days in the heat of the summer. Early in the spring, I even don't have to water them for like at least a week, just kind of depending on the heat that we have and the humidity that we have. So it's usually in the summertime about every 3 days. I water them, and that helps to keep them more moist, and they like to stay a little bit more moist. So that has really helped me in keeping big, beautiful ferns, so transplanting them into those containers. The other things that I do are here with me. So I will come through and I choose the day, and this is for any of my perennials and my garden on the farm. I do a weekly fertilizing and spraying schedule, and I choose a day. So I usually spray on Sundays. That's how I remember that. And so I'm spraying for bugs and disease on everything on Sundays, and then Mondays is when I do my fertilizing of everything here on the farm, my pots, my in the ground landscaping, and my garden. So as far as fertilizer goes, I use the Organic Gem liquid fish fertilizer. It comes in a bottle like this, and I get it online. I will have to throw up the website. I can't remember the name of the website that I get it at, but it's Organic Gem. And so I just mix about a tablespoon of this, and it stinks to high heaven, but the ferns love it. I mix a tablespoon of this into my gallon container. Usually when I'm first starting in like the springtime, I do this weekly. I might do about a half a gallon. As they start to get bigger towards the end of the summer, they've been going all summer long, I usually end up doing a whole gallon per fern when they get that big. So they love the fish fertilizer. You can see behind me, they have so much light green new growth. The other thing that I do, I read, and I don't know if this is true or not, but I have been doing this, and I don't have any dead spots on them. So they don't like to be touched is what I read. So when you're lifting them and moving them, carry them from underneath. And when I go to water them, I'm picking one spot, trying to get in between some so I'm not going over top of all of the ferns or all of the leaves. So I'm picking one spot. So that's how I water. And then for spraying, so ferns, especially towards the end of the season, are notorious for getting those little green worms that strip the leaves, and then they also leave droppings, like little black droppings all over the ground, and they make a huge mess. So weekly, bi-weekly, somewhere around there, I will spray with this. This is Captain Jack's Dead Bug Brew, and so this is a concentrate, and I mix it in my gallon sprayer. I use this on, this is organic, and I use it on my gardens and some other things that get bugs on it here around the farm. So I mix it up in my gallon sprayer. I think it's 4 tablespoons per gallon is what it says. Yes, 4 tablespoons per gallon. I mix it up, and then I spray it on my ferns, and it takes care of those little green bugs or little green worms, so whether you have them or prevent them. So I typically, as I'm heading into the season, I will keep them sprayed at least every 2 weeks, and that keeps them from coming and stripping those leaves. So I hope that is helpful to you. Oh, one other thing, I do go through and I clean them out. So as I'm doing this water and this maintenance, on my maintenance days, I will take my little pruners, and you can see like that one has a little brown one that's turned brown. So I will go in and I will clip those out. This one actually needs water. You can see it's kind of flopping over and looks a little sad. That's how you know that it needs water. It should be nice and fluffy looking. I hope this helps you grow some big, beautiful ferns, and I'm gonna get back to my farm chores, and I will see you next time.